Hello, everyone here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Pallegney, France. Here, I just spawned in the game here and seen our Nexat assembly here literally kind of explode and fly through the air. And well, you see the cultivator is no longer attached to the planter. I have no idea what's up with that. Anyway, I just literally when I started the game, I mean, that's where I started, and literally right in front of me, this whole apparatus here just went poof. I'm like, okay, well then, let's see if we can reassemble this here. Not that, well, actually, you know what? We might need that here this episode. We'll see once. We will see once here. Is that going to be close enough? Hopefully that's close enough. Let's see if we can get in here a minute. I actually mentioned this here. At least I think I mentioned this last episode of it. A lot of times when you leave this park, maybe it was on the live stream. I know I mentioned it here at some point yesterday. That, yeah, if you leave this thing parked somewhere, a lot of times it likes to wander around. It doesn't stay where you leave it parked. So just, you know, word of warning information, whatever you want to do with that on this particular piece of equipment here. I'm not sure why or what's at fault for that, but yeah, like I said, a lot of times it doesn't like to stay where you leave it. So anyway, we'll just we'll park it back where I had left it here when I was finished last episode. And in between episodes, we got some work done, everyone. We got some work done. And then also, we are joined by the boss baby here again today as well, by the way, in case you can't tell. She's actually awake today. We were joined shortly there for a little bit at the end of last episode. But anyway, between episodes, Evan finished up our brand new grass field here. So 91, 90, 88, and now part of 35. Finished planting that and then plowing that little strip here together last episode. So just, you know, I think it was 2 passes. I think I only had to do 2 passes with the plow, just up, down, and a little bit right over there. And that was done. Then ran across it with a planter, and it is now planted. We're probably going to have to wait 1 more month to mow this. With that being said, 48 is ready to be mowed. We are, I think, in need of hay. I'm debating, like, do I want to just, like, mow this part over here for starters, Evan? I'd like to keep both our hay fields, like, in the same, like, they're all ready at the same time. That's kind of nice, Evan. Otherwise, you gotta, okay, one's ready 1 month, one's ready the next month. I mean, there are some benefits to that, I guess. So, you know, we constantly have hay coming in, but at the same time, too, and a lot more to keep track of. Anyway, we need to continue on working on getting our crops planted here at this episode. We got the wheat here planted. Or sorry, not wheat, oats. We actually probably do need some wheat here. There we go, wheat. I guess that is the screen I was looking for here. We need to turn weeds on, make sure we know what's all going on here. 88. Oh, 88's planted, though, isn't it? Yes, it is, and it apparently has weeds on it. Okay, well, we better go do something about that here. I think the weeder is still attached to the tractor yet. No, maybe not. Apparently not. Well, actually, the tractor's right here. Apparently, I detached it and just drove the tractor forward a little bit. Let's go re-grab that weeder here. I don't think there were weeds on it here last episode that I remember. Or if there were, maybe I had it turned off and they didn't show up. Let's see if we can deal with that problem here a minute. We are now in the month of April here, by the way. So since last episode, we finished planting the wheat, finished planting the grass. I'm like, well, there's really nothing else to do. I said wheat again, did I? Oats. I finished planting the oats. Oh, my goodness. Apparently, I'm stuck on wheat here this episode of one. Again, like I said, we do need some wheat, ideally. But, well, there won't be no wheat getting planted here for a few more months yet. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, any options for, like, spring wheat here in the game. I don't quite understand why that is, but, oh well. Hopefully, yeah, this should work on the weeds. And then this episode, we can start planting all the rest of our crops here. And speaking of the rest of our crops, I figure corn on 29 for sure. We got sunflower and corn, or sunflower and canola. I should probably have 1 more field of sunflower, I'm thinking. So maybe like plant 27. Oh, you know what? I should have planted that probably last month then, shouldn't I? Oh, well. Maybe we'll do like 27 in sunflowers yet, Evan. But then I'm thinking 29 and 30 in... 30 is not planted, is it? I don't think it was. No. And then we also have 1 more field over here yet as well, field 34. I might plant that in corn here as well. So, you know, like, we should have plenty of feed for our animals here, hopefully. At least that's the theory anyway. We'll see once how that works out. But, what do we got? Oh, we got sunflowers on here. Perfect. We do need some fertilizer, though. So let's fold this thing up here. We'll head over to the shop, and we'll get some fertilizer. Oh, and at some point, we need to check our animals here as well. Oh, they are whopping 0. Apparently not too bad, though. Oh, they do have meadow yet, so that's probably why. Yeah, their productivity's down to 40%. Okay, we're not great, but we're okay. Pigs need some food. So, yeah, we'll have some work to do with our animals. The Angus actually are not great, but okay. We could probably actually go one more day on them yet. They've got meadow yet, so... I know our brand new hayfield down there is going to be a little bit messed up the first time we mow it, everyone. We're going to have hay at like different growth stages there. But at least I'd like to wait one more day, then it's all ready to be mowed at the same time, ideally. Passing lane. Yeah, we're making a nice wide turn into here, everyone. Oh, and we still didn't make that turn. Okay. Suppose I probably could have started turning a little bit earlier, maybe. And let's get some fertilizer purchased here. That is seeds. We need fertilizer. There we go. Solid fertilizer. Oh, I don't know. Was 4 of them enough? I guess we'll find out. I don't remember how much this holds here again. Actually, speaking of holding, everyone, we needed to switch this around here, didn't we? Change tank partitions. We hold 13,500 solid fertilizer. We do... Oh, okay, that is actually... We've got it kind of partitioned the best way possible here, I guess, at this point. I'm going to grab, grab 8 more. We're just going to top this thing right off. It actually won't even be enough to top it off. Technically, we need 1 more pallet and a half yet. Wonder if it's worth maybe getting a silo here at this point that we can fill from the silo. We don't have to worry about buying all these pallets and filling from each one of these pallets every single time. Eight more pallets to go yet. Yay. I haven't taken the time to look into it here yet in Farming Simulator 25, everyone. But going back to Farming Simulator 22, everyone, Giants used to charge anywhere from, I think it was like 3 to 5 times as much to buy seed and fertilizer and lime and all that other various products from the silos as opposed to buying them in a pallet like this, which is just absolutely the most absurd. Yeah, you folks know what I mean. Like, what in the world? Doesn't look like Giants has done it that way here in Farming Simulator 25. I mean, it looks like the prices are somewhat similar from what I can tell, but I haven't exactly looked into it here either. So, one more. Oh, you're not gonna. Why are we not gonna fill from that one? What's wrong with that pallet? You were working for all the rest to find, you know. Good enough, Evan. Good enough. I'm not even gonna bother. Not even going to bother. Not worth our time wasting around. Oh, wait, now you're gonna fill. Okay, fine. Just had to drive over it first, apparently, first. We'll have to say again, I mentioned this before, everyone. The seed and the fertilizer seems a little bit disproportionate here in this piece of equipment. Definitely capable of putting down a lot of fertilizer with it. Which, I mean, depending on what you're doing, I mean, there actually are probably some scenarios where you might actually use that ratio of fertilizer to a seed, potentially. It's just too bad we can't have a little bit more selection as far as, like, maybe a little bit more even loading. Because what do we got? Was it 13,500? Yeah, 13,500 fertilizer, 4,500 seed, which is what? Doing the math, 18,000 total, right? I think that's 18,000 total, which is weird because I think if we bump it up, that math is not. Am I doing the math wrong, Evan? Because I believe if you bump it up, then it goes up to 18,000 fertilizer. and then 2,500 seed, right? That's 20,500. But if we do the 4,500 seed and 13,000 fertilizer, that's only 18,000. Again, if I'm doing the math right, which I think I am. Is our field here? I think this is the field. It would help if I was on the right screen. Yes, that's the one we want to plant. Whoa, what's the light? Oh, just a cloud. I'm like, it was moving at like the same time we were pulling in the field there. I thought maybe it was something coming off the Nexat here, but okay, we'll get some steering assist going here. Again, as a reminder, 13 meters. Looks like it. Did it actually change? I think it did. That's one way to find out. Just attach it here. Drop that back down to 13. Okay, that should be good. I don't know. I can't tell one. You know, and we're going to back up too. Because I don't know about you folks. I always like starting in a corner if I can. That's actually not too hard to do here with this alignment here at the moment. Okay, turn on. No. Turn on. Activate steering assist. I think we're lower down. I think we're lower down, right? Maybe we're not. Sure looks like we are. Oh, okay. Guess not. Looked like it was in the ground, didn't it, that one? Guess not. Okay. There we go. Now we're planting. And just a reminder here, too, by the way, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. As always, if you like the video, well, don't forget to click that thumbs up icon there as well. Look out, car coming through here. Crazy driver. And don't forget, too, Evan, if you'd like to join us on our multiplayer servers, you can find our multiplayer server information, as always, down below in the description there. Ooh, be careful about this here. Not getting that field if I can help it. Definitely easy to do, I've noticed here with this machine. Everyone like, yeah, get to the next field over, start accidentally covering that a little bit. I've done that a few times here with this machine. Probably a little bit has to do with the steering as well. And I've said this before, Evan, if you folks have never tried this before, well, if you ever try it, you'll know what I mean when I say the steering is interesting on this particular contraption here. Well, we finished planting this field, then we'll probably just switch over to corn. And like I said, we'll plant these two fields over here in corn. We'll have plenty of crops here, hopefully, this time around. Yeah, this is where you get in trouble, Evan, planting this angle here. And obviously, I'd rather not miss. Oh, hey, tractor. Not expecting that. Yeah, like I said, I would rather not miss this much here. But actually, you know what? There might not be much we can do, Evan, because I don't know if we can actually get this here or not. We're going to make a valid attempt at it, but yeah, no. I mean, here's the thing, Evan. If I get any further into the corner here, then I'm into that field. If I go from that way, I'm into that field. I don't think there's actually anything we're have to leave it. Is what it is. Come on, steering assist. There you go. I will have to say I'm slightly annoyed at what happened on this field. I'm in field 33, and you can definitely see it here with the fertilizer. Like, you can't see it, at least, yeah, you can't really see it in the planting screen. Can't see it in that one either, but you go to the fertilizer screen, it's like, oh, hello, what's up with all that nonsense? Good question. I don't know one. Maybe the GPS lied to us and didn't have the width set correctly. That is not the way I was trying to turn. Notice, too, I keep the cab to the inside of the field. I wouldn't got anything around the outside edge of your field. Just not going to work. That cab sticks out quite a bit. Now, you can rotate the cab, everyone, but even if you rotate the cab, it doesn't really rotate in enough to, completely clear the machine. It is still sticking out quite a bit further on this side. And actually, we were playing around, though, with that last night on the live stream. And like I said, you can rotate it around a little bit, but not completely. Also, as we've noted before, I mean, if you go on the cab view here, yeah. Anyone else notice the problem here? Screen. What's behind the screen? Yeah. In my opinion, I mean, I think we were discussing this on the live stream here. I believe we came up with a pretty good idea for it. That screen actually needs to go on the back post rather than that front corner post there. I mean, this is where probably most tractor manufacturers put their screens, right? Somewhere in this area. However, most tractor manufacturers, their implement is behind them, right? Not right here. So, not a great spot for this screen here, in my opinion. In my opinion, Evan, probably putting it right here actually might be a better idea. Then you can kind of sit in here and you're watching your forward, your screen. You got your implement down there, obviously. Yes, technically I'm missing a headland pass there. I figured I could get away without doing it. Maybe I should do it. I'm not noticing any missing spots in the field here. Looks like we got good coverage, although the tire track there could be a little bit deceiving. Double check. Crop destruction should be turned off, everyone. And I'm not sure what this does with crop destruction. Anyway, I would have to assume it probably actually destroys it. Crop destruction is off. I mean, you are driving on the crop with a tire here. Okay, looks like one more pass after this one, and this field will be done. I mean, at the very least, Evan, this is a fairly good-sized machine, right? I think it's actually, are we planting 30? I think we're planting 30 rows, right? Kind of a weird number. Or maybe that's the... maybe it's not 30 rows. What, it probably doesn't say how many rows this is again, does it? Oh, where is that attachment? Nah, next, it wouldn't be 27, would it? That'd be kind of weird. Well, without counting them, I'm not exactly sure. And I don't feel like counting them at the moment. Oh, there's going to be a little corner shame there. Actually, if I would have done that last pass there with the headland, there wouldn't have been, would there? If that weeder is finished, we'll just move right on to the next field here, i.e. this field right here. Yeah, I wonder why steering assist thinks I need to do that corner. Because, like, if I would have done this headland pass, I would, like, there's no way I would have had to done that little corner there. No idea. Okay, let's switch this over to corn. And actually switch this over to corn this time around. I would reminder here, I did forget last time, so would rather not repeat that here if we can help it. And I figure we'll just start up at this corner of the field here. Steering assist going to update here. There we go. Of before we get too far here, we'll go the hired worker going on weeding the field we just finished a minute. Oh, it's not on. Why is it not planting? It would help, I suppose. Should probably turn it on. Fine. Now you're not lowered down. Now you're not lowered down. Of course not. Third time's the charm, right, Evan? There we go. Okay, finally planting and double check. We are planting corn this time. Okay, let's go grab the weeder down in the other field here. Move him up to field 27. Did I see a few missing weeds in this corner? We'll make a quick swipe over here. Goodbye, weeds. And out of curiosity, was this weeder capable of removing all the weeds on this field? Yes, it was. Cool. Reminder here, this again is a hoe style weeder, everyone. What's the difference? I'm not entirely sure. In the game, everyone, you got your regular weeders and you have your hoe style weeders. Your hoe style weeders are capable of removing more weeds than the regular weeders. So, again, real life, I got nothing on it. I don't know. Maybe folks can help me out on that. You know, real life, I mean, obviously, yes, I mean, there are differences here. These are all different style weeders here. But as far as, like, a weeder and a hoe in real life, I mean, real life, we would probably call this a rotary hoe. So I guess it is a hoe. But then again, also, I believe there is, if we go check our weeders here. Where are our weeders? There they are. We also have, I believe this is a hoe, right? Yeah, so this is also considered a hoe. So I would, around where I live, we'd probably call this more of a cultivator. Not a field cultivator, just a cultivator. Your field cultivators are going to be, something like this. I mean, this would be like a field, well, I guess the game actually calls this a chisel plow. And it actually might be, but very similar. I want to be like a field cultivator to this. Actually, what's the, yeah, that might be somewhat of an example. It's got some extra stuff on it, but anyway. Okay, we'll leave the hired worker to that. Anything else we need to be doing here while we're working on this? I know I've got you sitting here. You can see all the striping in the field. I mean, I don't know what that is from. I'm very curious, but back this out so we're not in the way here. Oh, you can see I did actually get, I did get into that field a little bit, didn't I? Oh, well. Okay, back to planting. Still everything running lower down? I think so. It actually stayed running this time. And we are going to be planting field 30 in corn here as well. I wonder if the steering assist will update and jump right to the next field here. It will. But cruise control did not. Tempted maybe just like plow some of this together. I'm going to be honest. I will see once. I guess we're not going to this time. And the only reason I'm not going to here with the animals, there might actually be some benefits to us actually having multiple fields as opposed to larger fields. So if we did not have the animals, I would definitely be plowing these together. When it comes to the animals, we need the corn, we need the wheat, we need the oats, we need sunflowers, or some mixture there of the different crops, right? Corn's kind of the big one when it comes to the pigs. I don't think there's anything we can swap out with corn as far as I know. I could be wrong on that, but I think corn's the main one. You have to have the corn. When it comes to the grain, you can have wheat or barley. No oats, though, apparently, which is kind of a bummer because, like, really? Nice if we could just have that, because then I can do just oats across the board, right? Bit of a song and dance here, trying to jockey around to get in the right position to line up with the next steering assist line here. Yeah, we don't need course play at the moment, so we'll just go ahead and close that. Out of curiosity, so obviously the wheat field, that one, we had a bit of a striping issue. Is there any sort of striping on the sunflower field that I can tell? Boy, not that I can tell one. Now, according to this, I think that's some missing spots, I think. Not sure entirely what's up with that, but I noticed that on this field. Where am I here? Losing my bearings. Right over here. Wheat field, and we got some like random missing spots as well, but they seem kind of random. Like, I don't know if they actually line up with any of our actual planting paths. Maybe they do. Oh, need to lower it down. Oh, we just take out that lovely water tower right there. I want to get the plow out, plow across that right there, plow the field together over here, and we'd have a nice, lovely, large field here. I think I've actually mentioned that earlier. I mean, like, all the fields here in this section, right? Like, just plow all of these together would make for a really nice field. Nice, large field, anyway. There's a couple areas on this map where you can do that as well. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section in a moment, see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Reminder again, always enjoy reading all your comments, so if you got something to say, throw it down below. Starting off with the first comment here. The first comment from Hetero. Hetero is saying, the farm baby is in a fine voice today. Yes. She likes talking sometimes. Again, for those who want to hear more, join us in the live streams. Information again down below. Dustin was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Mike was saying, you didn't plant any wheat or barley. What are you going to feed the pigs for the next year? Exactly there, Mike. Yep, I completely forgot to plant any wheat or barley here. So, and by the way, last fall, we were already past them, and so it was too late last fall already. So, yeah, I'm not sure how much wheat do we have left. Wheat, we got 11,000, so not a lot. Probably not enough. Okay, I think we'll just jump back on the first field here again. Our slight detour on that field. What do I got? I think I got this set to 2 headlands yet, right? I think that's what I got it set to. I'm on. There we go. Yeah, it shouldn't take us too much longer to get... Well, actually, no, wait a minute. That's right. I just started up in that corner. Okay, never mind. We got to pretty much plant around this entire field yet, don't we? I'm just looking at this. You know what I should do? I was get the plow out. Yeah, well, if we'd have to buy field 86, but buy field 86 and just, do a nice round off over here, straight line, rather than this jagged... what in the world? And maybe we'll do that sometime. Anyway, but looking at the time, though, we're out of time this episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.